And we're looking at the strategy of forgiveness. Forgiveness is probably one of the most difficult strategies to embrace. We're on step 4, it's Wednesday, and we're going to embrace the strategy forgiveness from strategic faith, living beyond limitations. And I've broken this down into 3 different categories: forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, and forgiving God. And we all fall in these 3 categories at some point or other in our faith walks. But we will often find that we struggle mostly with one of these. So the challenge for today, for this week, is to examine your heart and find out which of these areas, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, and or forgiving God, that you struggle with the most. I'm going to break it down just for a moment here. So forgiving others is pretty much self-explanatory. Someone's offended you in some way, shape, or form, or you think that they have, and there's some unforgiveness in your heart, and you need to let go of that offense. That has to do with anything across the board with other people. Then there's forgiving ourselves. How do we get to that place where we actually forgive ourselves for some of the decisions we've made, the things that we've said, and things that we've done that we're not happy about, or that may have offended someone else or hurt someone else or impacted someone else's life in a negative way? And we have to get to that place where we forgive ourselves for those decisions. And lastly, forgiving God. For some, this may sound like an odd concept, but for others, it is extremely important. Because oftentimes, and think about it, in your own lives, when tragedies happen or things that happen that you just can't explain in the natural or even settle in your heart at all, we often get to that place where we blame God. We think, well, he could have prevented it, but he didn't. And now all of a sudden we find ourselves angry at God. And how do we reconcile that? So again, for this week, under forgiveness is the way forward, let's examine our hearts and find out which of these 3 strategies we struggle with the most. Go ahead and drop your what it is that you're struggling the most with in the comments below, because you're not the only one. If you're out there, someone else is out there that has the same struggles, and that's what we're here for, to help each other along this faith journey. So go ahead and let us know what you're struggling with, or maybe what you've struggled with in the past and how you've overcome that. For me, the biggest one is, and was and continues to be, forgiving myself. I struggle with that a lot. So um, I'm just going to encourage you today that forgiveness is a place that we can attain. It is attainable to live every day with a heart that forgives quickly. Not only forgives eventually, but forgives quickly. So with that note, I'm going to challenge you to examine your heart this for the rest of this day as we go into this evening. So God bless you. Remember, forgiveness is the way forward. If you want to walk in your creative greatness, you have to learn how to forgive. We all do. So God bless you. Remember, God loves you. I love you. Make it a great day. God bless you. Bye-bye.